Hello, beautiful souls. So, this week I'm going to talk about us creating another pillar in around creating an abundant life. So, experiencing abundant love in our connections with others is a feeling, an embodiment of creating abundance in life. So, this journey actually has been a profound catalyst for my own transformation. As a spiritual healer and a teacher, I love to help women embody real self love because that was something that I struggled for at least 38 years of my life. And now, when I guide my clients, I'm shown by their own spiritual guides which of the four pillars that needs addressing. So I'm very much around creating an abundant life for all my clients. I think that abundance comes in many forms, and the four pillars that I tend to concentrate with my clients is the one of the pillars is wealth, one is health, time, and then love and relationships. And love as in relationships externally, but also the relationship that you have with yourself and self-love. So when I work with the client, I'm always guided to which area that they need to address first in order to create this abundance and wealth coming into their life. So, they might come to me and decide that they want to work on wealth and their business and create more abundance and bring in money and flow. But actually, it might be that they need to work on confidence in order to do that. So, love, as in self love, relationships, it might be that they need to look at their energy and their health, for instance. So, I'm always guided. So, for me, this journey really began a number of years ago in the area around self love and confidence for myself. I knew that I needed to do my own deep healing on this. So, really, I embraced this journey and it was so transformative over the years. It really got me to appreciating who I am and that I really do love myself. And this enabled me to become a beacon of inspiration for other women. So, through my own journey, I discovered that to have real self-love also extended to that profound sense of self-worth. So everything is always interconnected. It's not just one area that you're working on, it's multiple things at one time. And when you work on one area, it can have a transformative effect on the other. So working on my own self-love ended up working on my own self-worth, therefore created more wealth and abundance in my life. And I love to radiate that out to other people and help other people. So, I'm all for, this real journey of transformation. And if I can go through this transformation and metamorphosis and flourish and blossom at any stage of my life, you can do it too. So, in this video blog, I'm going to explore how meaningful connections and can profoundly impact our own emotional and mental well-being. So we bring back and embody that self-abundance. We're going to discuss the essential elements of why healthy relationships are important and emphasize the transformative power of cultivating real self-love, which can create healthy habits, a healthy mindset, profound acceptance. And also, we're going to chat about theta healing, one of the modalities that I am certified in as well, and how theta healing actually was the catalyst in me really embodying real self-love and self-acceptance. So theta healing is great. It's a meditation technique that can repair our relationship with ourselves and improve our connections with others. So, in my past, I was a hairdresser, an ex-image consultant, and a personal stylist. So, I used to focus mainly on transforming women and myself and improving always my outer appearance, believing that it would always enhance my self-confidence, my self-worth, and really help me to love myself. Okay. It did make a difference. It did make a difference to some extent, but I still struggled with the same insecurities deep down. I still got up in the morning, went to the mirror to brush my teeth, and that negative self talk was there. However, it wasn't until I underwent theta healing as a client and having sessions that I really experienced profound changes within myself. It became really apparent that true and long lasting transformation could only come from addressing the inner aspects of myself. The changes I experienced were really, really quick, and they were an easy fix, and the positive outcomes have remained with me ever since. So I don't have those negative thoughts about myself at all. If some, maybe very slightly. And it certainly does not hold me back in my life anymore. So, the impact of meaningful relationships on positive well-being. So, having meaningful relationships is crucial to leading a fulfilling life. These connections are significant in maintaining our own mental and emotional well-being and supporting us during difficult times. Dr. Seuss once said, "To the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world." I love that quote. The quality of our relationships directly influence our level of satisfaction, our sense of belonging and happiness. Effective communication, empathy, and understanding are the building blocks to healthy relationships. To maintain a strong bond with our partners, with ourselves, we must actively listen, express our thoughts and feelings transparently, and emphasize with their experience and empathize with their experiences. By creating an environment of open communication, we establish firm connection that can overcome any obstacles. Comprehending each other's perspectives is vital to developing a strong emotional bond. Nothing less. There are times when we need to deal with communication difficulties or cope with overpowering situations. This is where healing comes in and allows us to enhance our communication skills to a greater extent. So, for me, throughout this time of healing, it really helped me to cultivate boundaries, self worth, and acceptance, and really start to voice what my needs and desires are. It actually helped to, I don't want to say rebuild my relationship because it wasn't like that in any way. But what I felt was I felt empowered to make more changes in my life and be able to have those conversations with my family members. So, the importance of cultivating real self love. Self love is definitely the cornerstone of a fulfilled life. That's what I believe, anyway. Building and maintaining healthy relationships become more manageable with a solid foundation of real self love. Theta healing, I found, helped me as part of my transformative practice, and it enabled me to forgive others, but also be able to forgive myself. It helped me to heal trauma, and it shifted my limiting beliefs. With theta healing, what we do is we connect with the divine energy in a theta state. So it's like a theta brain state is going into pure relaxation, like hypnosis. And our subconscious mind becomes a reservoir of positive change. It helps us to allow to release burdens and embrace true self love. Some ways to cultivate self love is obviously by taking care of yourself, but also being able to reflect on your thoughts, your feelings, and your behaviors and show yourself real self compassion. Theta healing is a powerful practice that can help you transform your beliefs and your emotions. You can develop deeper connections with yourself and others by prioritizing activities that actually nourish your body, mind, spirit, and soul. So, what theta healing did for me throughout this time of transformation when I first started on this journey was it enabled me to be able to put myself first and actually not feel guilty about it. By healing old patterns and behaviors during a process of healing, it can have transformative effects on our generic and historical beliefs as well that may hinder personal relationships. It offers an opportunity to release fears and misconceptions about love, creating space and for genuine connection and time for yourself. An essential part of our soul's journey is to grow our relationships with ourselves and with others. And, by healing the past, however far back you want to go, it can provide us with pure soul lessons. By building strong partnerships and foundation for fresh and evolving relationships, and insights on removing ancestral obstacles create freedom of expression and confidence. So within theta healing, we're not only working on ourselves, we can actually work on the genetic line and our ancestral line. So we may be carrying emotions, thoughts, beliefs, patterns, stories, paradigms on what our mothers, our grandmothers, our great grandmothers, we can go back so many 7 generations and up to 14 in the ancestral line and beyond. We also work on past life feelings and emotions as well around our confidence, our self-expression, our boundaries. All of that type of thing can be healed under theta healing in sessions. By really embracing the essence of self-love, by clearing out the past, it creates this journey merely beyond just clearing toxic thoughts and negative emotions. It also helps you to cultivate a profound sense of compassion and acceptance for our own skin, for who we are. This empowering process, we continuously dismantle the societal and self-imposed limiting beliefs that we have overshadowed when it comes to our own true beauty. We weed out those limiting perceptions and create fertile ground for nurturing our unique essence. It's so transformative. It also helps you to master healthy boundaries. So mastering healthy loving boundaries, I want to say, because sometimes some people think boundaries are going to be quite harsh and cruel, if you've ever experienced that. But mastering healthy loving boundaries has been a crucial aspect of my own journey. I really struggled with putting in boundaries. I was a complete people pleaser. I was an overgiver, and I struggled with receiving, and I struggled with a support wound as well. I had to do everything myself, and it burnt me out. It led to illness, like serious illness, and complete burnout and exhaustion. So throughout my own journey, I transitioned, from one career to another, because I believed that how I felt after healing and being on this journey, I believed that every woman deserved to feel the way that I feel. And this has been my big why I transitioned from one very successful business into another. I love guiding and assisting others, helping them to create, good, healthy boundaries, which was pivotal for my own well-being and my own business success. And reflecting on my experience while writing this blog, I soon realized the significance of really understanding my own energy and where my energy was being sucked. So, I call them energy vampires, because I am an empathetic individual, and I recognize these traits as superpowers that must be honed with compassionate yet firm, loving boundaries. Embracing a transformative path, you can encounter numerous tests every time a new boundary is established. This is an interesting one. It's as you put a new boundary in place, it's like the universe acknowledges that you are committed to your own self-love, self-worth, self-acceptance, and challenges can come up to assess your resilience. I saw it as each test becoming an opportunity to affirm my dedication and readiness for the next growth phase. Whether it was in my finances, whether it was in my own self-love, my relationships, my health, my well-being, sometimes it always comes up to test. I love the fact that Brené Brown quotes, and it really resonates with me: when we fail to set boundaries and hold people accountable, we feel used and mistreated. And she nailed it on the head for me. I did feel used and mistreated. I felt angry and I felt resentful, but it wasn't to the people that were doing it to me. I was actually feeling angry towards my own, inner circle, my own family. And that also led me to not feeling good about myself. So, addressing behaviors or choices rather than attacking someone, um, it's more constructive. By staying firm in the face of pushback requires strength and bravery when establishing healthy, loving boundaries. And this is something that we can do within Theta Healing, is that we can actually teach you what it feels like to be strong, to be brave, to be able to place healthy, loving boundaries. And you'll find that through healing sessions, that this becomes natural and just a new way of life, and you become strong and you start to put yourself first. So I always credit much of my personal success into listing things I will and will not tolerate. This is a process that I want to tell you about. If you go and write down, what I will tolerate and what I won't tolerate, this actually helps you to install new boundaries. So I wrote out 100 things that I will not tolerate anymore. And when I listed them down, it made me very aware of who was overstepping the mark, where I was overgiving, where I was people pleasing. And it started to lead me on a journey of cultivating, my own self-worth in the fact that what I was giving away. And you'll find that by doing this process, you will be empowered to navigate new experiences, new friendships. It will make you realize also where your time is going with other people as well, and where you need to put yourself first. So here's to experiencing abundant love in our connections with others and ourselves. So here's to 2024, living an abundant life. Take care.